Welcome back, everybody. Holiday Doc here for Rage Quit Mondays, episode 7, alongside Mr. Lloyd Milligan. How's it going?
Hey, what's up, guys?
And our special guest, Mr. Stricker.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And he's from Team Obey, current ranking 5th on the seed for Columbus. And I'm sure you're pretty excited. PSN is back up online. We're just waiting for the update to start scrimming with rules. But what's Team Obey up to?
Lately, we've kind of taken a little break, but we plan on playing a lot the week before Columbus. But we spent a lot of time on Xbox while PSN was down, and then we played the week after when PSN got up. And now we're just taking another break, just chilling, waiting to see how everything plays out. And then we'll hit it hard once our last guy gets back from vacation.
Right on. So, quick question for you. Some teams chose to basically sit and wait for the PSN to come back online. They didn't want to get fully adapted back to the Xbox controls. What was your team's, ideology on that one, your thoughts?
We weren't really focused on like the controllers or the system or the internet connection and all that. We were mainly focused on just playing, keeping our chemistry together, because we just picked up Sin and we wanted to make sure like we had everything squared away. So we basically used Xbox as a way to keep the strats down and make sure that we were on top of our game, and just basically stall until PSN came back up.
Right on, man. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the Obey team at Columbus, and along with a lot of other teams. What can you tell us about preparations? What was your main focus coming out of Dallas?
Well, we were a little bit disappointed with our finish at Dallas. We figured we could get easily top 3. We really underestimated our side of the bracket. So
Where did you guys end up?
5th place.
Okay.
And we saw our bracket and was really excited because we switched places with Optic because of Rambo's absence. And we kind of just took Resistance lightly, and they took advantage and walked all over us, essentially. But we're trying to make sure that that doesn't happen a second time at Columbus, so we'll be looking to make a comeback and going back to at least the top 3 spot.
So speaking on, taking teams lightly, looking at your pool for Columbus, you're sitting in with Ground Zero, Legend Status, and Force. Now, out of those guys, what's your biggest opponent?
I want to say that LS is our biggest opponent because it's consisted of 4 players that have always been really known around the community, but have never actually teamed together. Now they're coming together, forming one team, and I think they're going to be a really upset team in Columbus, and I think that's going to be our biggest challenge. And we play them first on Friday night.
Yeah, I'm actually, hoping that we stream that matchup, if that matchup is for a vote. Ground Zero, though, a lot of teams took for granted at Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
What have you seen or played against them recently?
No, I haven't. I have watched them play a couple times. I have seen their theater just to see what's up, kind of scouting our pool, and they're looking really solid right now. I noticed that I thought one of their best players, John 287, who's on Fear currently, since he left GZ, I wasn't sure that that GZ was going to be the same, but they proved me wrong, and they're looking pretty good too.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that he made the jump at all. But, that's the Call of Duty community right there. People are switching teams left, right, and center. Everybody's got the mentality, the grass is always greener on the other side. So it's going to make for a difficult year. But I think if we can make it past this next event, maybe one more, I think we're really going to start to see solid teams in the top 6 consistently hold down the rosters, and I think that'll make for much better team experiences and viewer experiences on the stream.
Definitely. I want to say the top 5 teams as of now have been together for a long time. I'll say top 6, including Envious, because they're always a team that doesn't like to do too many roster changes.
Yep.
And Obey has been together, well, me, Breezy, and Crumpy for about 6 months going on, and
Yeah, I'm actually curious about that. Like, tell me your story. Tell me how you got started playing COD and how you got to be a member of Team Obey.
well, I started out like everyone, like playing pubs, like back in the COD 4 days, kind of just a short rundown of both games, and then just I noticed MLG one time, got into it, worked my way from the bottom up, like GB and all that stuff. And then I got my break in MW2 with Optic, with Nadeshot, the first Optic team for
Hmm.
Xbox. And that was where I really first got noticed. And then I had a rough start in Black Ops. I wasn't doing as good as I could have been. And then the game just clicked for me. And I've known Crumpy since I started playing COD. And so I've always kind of been friends with him. And he said, let's give it a try. He left Obey to join me, and then we decided that wasn't the best idea, so we joined back. And me, him, and Breezy have been teammates ever since.
Here's I'm gonna throw another question at you. A lot of other teams in other pools are choosing not to really focus on team scrimming their own bracket. What's your view on that one?
Right now, we have not played anyone in our bracket either. I don't think it's necessarily that we don't want to, but because I kind of want to get used to like how our other teams play, because I notice a lot of teams don't really care, and they'll play whoever. Like Optic and Optic played today, and they're in the same pool. But I don't think it's necessarily a big deal because no COD game can be the same. You know, it's mainly the play styles. Like, it's not gonna play out the same way every single time. So I don't think playing people in your pool is that big of a difference.
You're talking about Doc. You're talking about giving away your strats.
Not only that, but you could essentially you could end up faking yourself out. You play a team that's in your bracket a few times,
Hmm.
and you're not able to actually solidify a win. You're gonna go into your first match against them with that hanging above you, like, ah, man, we played these guys and we haven't been able to solidify a win against them at all. What should we
Right.
Yeah.
do now?
But that cuts both ways, right? Like the other team might be overconfident.
That's what
Yeah.
happened with us in Resistance. We played them in the PCOQ for Dallas, and I think we beat them 3 times before it started, and we haven't lost to them once. And then going into Dallas, we're like, oh, we've done it before, we'll just do it again. Didn't happen. But I
Okay.
don't think, yeah.
Yeah. Lloyd, you got a question?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so I got another one, and these are all kind of like viewer questions that I tweeted out. A lot of people are interested on the business aspect of these top teams, top pro teams, and for myself, I really don't feel like top COD teams are marketing themselves efficiently. And Vision, a good friend of mine, can attest to this as well. That there's a lot of opportunities top teams are missing out on just because of the way that Twitter and other public social media has been affecting and how they're conversing with other players and teams. What does Obey do to go out there and try to market yourselves to get your events covered and everything like that?
Okay. Well, to start off, we got really lucky with our sponsor. It's not like a normal sponsor like you would say you apply for it or anything like that. Bezo, OB, he's our coach. He's been a part of Obey longer than I have, and his dad actually sponsors us. His dad is a big business guy in downtown New York, and he pays for our flights and hotels and stuff and airfare and all that stuff. But before that, the way we like marketed ourselves is first we tried to accomplish as much as we could throughout the COD community so that we have a little bit of background, a little bit of credibility, I guess. And then we just applied to everything, like even from the little sponsors to the biggest ones, any support we could get. And then as long as you keep winning, the sponsors come easier and easier. It's not really a battle between the other teams to get
Hmm.
one individual sponsor.
Is there like certain, I guess, formats? Do you guys have a person who handles all that, or is it just like a team effort?
It all depends on when the opportunity comes up. Cause like we've had a couple like small gaming sites come up to me or they could go up to Breezy. But normally Breezy handles all of our sponsorships and makes sure that everything gets distributed evenly between teammates and all that stuff. So there's no like favoritism shown or anything like that.
Yeah, I see you. Do you have any recommendations to teams out there trying to get their paid way to show up at some events?
Right now, it's really hard to get a sponsor that'll put money into a team. So like maybe for a first time team for the event or whatever, just you might have to not go without a sponsor, prove that you can hang with the best, and get your name out there like by going to events, and then the sponsors. So you'll be surprised because a lot of like sponsors will just go up to teams, but there are sponsors out there that if you seek them, show your previous accomplishments, that they will cover for some of the expenses for events.
Yeah, I think we're definitely on our way to creating a better esport community when it comes to console games and Call of Duty in general. I think that the community has a long way to go before we're at any sort of stable financial aspect where teams can actually focus on their game throughout the whole year and not have to worry about eating ramen noodles every day. But
Yeah.
there's only a handful of people I can even think of that have actually been able to fully fund their gaming career. And do you
hmm
think we're within reach of a community that could essentially do that?
the first, as of now, I do not see that happening this season, just because of the amount of teams that show up, and we have to like we want to get as many teams as possible to keep the COD community going. Because Halo and StarCraft and the other events on the circuit or the other games on the circuit, they have a huge fan base. And I want to say that Call of Duty has the biggest fan base out of all three. It's just that we don't put it into practice and actually show up.
You,
And
you know what's going to make that possible is YouTube, because
hmm
with channels and partners and stuff, I think that's going to be more and more of an option as long as you guys take advantage of that. You guys have a channel, right, Striker?
yes, we do. Team
Once
Obey
you
Pro.
Yeah, once you plug it, is it Team Obey Pro, just all one word?
hmm
Okay, so be sure to swing by youtube.com/Team Obey Pro. I'll put the
And it
link in the bottom if you're watching this on YouTube, but if you're downloading on iTunes or anything like that, just type it in.
and I think you said pre-podcast that you guys are just kind of starting that up. Is that right?
Yeah, we've been chugging along for a little bit, and I think Fwiz got us like a little partnership with Machinima, and
Hmm.
we're trying to pump out. We're trying to first was trying to see like what the community wants, what's the most successful kind of videos, like I asked you earlier,
Yep.
and then at pump them out on a consistent basis. And we've been having Breezy because he has all the equipment, do all our videos. But I'm going to buy my own cap card and put out videos and make my own channel as well, and hopefully that gets it going. But as soon as we like get a little bit more subscribers, we're looking to do stuff kind of like Optics doing. Like they started small and got huge, so we're hoping to do the same thing.
Well, if your team ever's got some footage that you want commentated on, I love doing teamwork and getting some stuff out there for other channels, and I'd be more than happy to commentate over it, render it up, and hand it back over to you.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think I have one being uploaded right now if you want to take a look at it when it's all done.
Yeah, for sure. Kind of finishing things off here. Do you, why don't you fill us in with your, I guess, funniest moment at a LAN event?
Uh, there's been a bunch of them because everyone's really cool. My funniest, I would definitely have to say, we were outside the lobby of the hotel this coming event, Dallas, or last event, and me and Proofy and the guys were hanging with Optic, and we were about to go out to dinner, and everyone's, just in their normal like shorts and stuff, and Big T, Big Timer, was wearing like he was going to Sunday church. He was the only one dressed like this, and his teammate JCap was just hounding him, and he was like, why, just talking about his casual wear, like Big T said that's what he games in. He games in like polo shirts with long sleeve shirts underneath and stuff. There's no like breakout funny event. There's a lot of rude events that happen that were funny, like, but not really shouldn't be shared with like everybody. But lots of fun times though at the events for sure.
Well, this coming event, Columbus, just purchased the new camera, so we're gonna be doing a full, maybe kind of documentary style on what kind of goes on behind the scenes at the events, and get a lot of player interviews. I really want to put names to the faces for the general fans, and really create a viewer experience for the people who don't get a chance to attend. I think that'll be a lot of fun, meeting up with everybody, going out to the bar and recording maybe the mishaps. Um, Lloyd, have you solidified your job, or you're not your job, your flight out?
Yeah, I'm in. I am
You're
in.
in.
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
it's as soon as I bought my plane ticket, I've had a string of bad luck. I've had my Xbox red ring. I've had my PVR crapped out, and so that purchase is now not looking so good. The flight tickets, but I already bought them, so I'm in. Let's do this.
that's awesome. I want to do some beer pong. That's kind of what I want to get everybody in.
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Definitely.
I think it'd be awesome. We'll do some Timo Bay versus
It
Optic.
happened at Dallas.
Yeah. So, well, thanks a lot for taking the time. I know you're a busy guy coming onto the show, Rage Quit Mondays. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, as well as subscribe to our iTunes, where you get up-to-date downloads anytime we post a new episode. Any final words, Mr. Lloyd?
You're on Twitter, right, Striker?
Yes, Striker underscore OB.
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 All right, cool.
And
Yeah,
any
that's
final
it.
words for yourself? Any sponsor plugs, anything?
No. Check out our channel.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, I'm Holiday Doc. This has been another episode of Rage Quit Mondays, and I'm out of here.
Later, guys.
See you later.